So without further ado, Governor Kathy Hochul.
Good afternoon, everyone, and it's great to be back here at my home away from home, it feels like. Dr. Rodriguez, thank you for always hosting us at U Albany. This is an extraordinary institution. I'll let you know, I heard the Chancellor reference superiority. I'm also reflecting on the fact that I believe in New York State exceptionalism. I believe we have the best talent on this planet. I believe we have the best innovators on this planet. And now with Chancellor King leading our SUNY system and in what he has done in less than a year, I believe again in the exceptionalism of the SUNY system, of which all of you are part of. Let's give him a huge round of applause for what he is doing for us. We are truly in this state in the middle of a tech revolution. And sometimes when you look back through history, you're not aware that you're going through some seismic change. I'm sure 200 years ago when they were digging the Erie Canal and coming near completion, that they could not have foreseen the transformation that this brilliant idea that was laughed off by many would actually transform New York State into the commercial and economic powerhouse that it became. So ideas, while they're unfolding, you're not always aware of the full scale and impact, and indeed one that affected our state still positively 200 years later. I believe that that's the opportunity that we have at hand right now. I literally just came down from Saratoga Springs, where I spoke at the New York State Innovation Summit, where we had hundreds of individuals who are the most brilliant thinkers and business people and people who came together with just maybe a concept in their college dorm, but found the right people to help make it become a reality. I told them I want this tech, this innovation climate to prosper here in the state of New York, because not only do I love their innovation, the energy, and the fact that they are so diverse, that they come to our state, and many people have come from other countries, and we welcome them, because I spoke about how I believe the reason we are an exceptional state, and we are exceptionally brilliant, and we are the innovators of all great ideas, is that so many came from elsewhere, meaning their families, themselves, or even their grandparents or great-grandparents, all had that gene, that risk-taking gene, to leave the security of their home, their friends, their families, and go into a world unknown to them, just like my own grandparents did, leaving great poverty in Ireland over 100 years ago. But they found a better life. They worked hard. They were migrant farm workers. But they're able to find the opportunities that this country affords. It is that basis of our state, one of the most diverse states that relies on people from all over the world to bring that energy, and they're willing to take risks, is why we are the innovators. And so, we know that for a fact. I can say it 1,000 times, but you all know at your core, you're in New York State because New York is where things are happening. And why not in the AI space as well? I'm not ceding anything to any state or any country on this planet either, because we are the smartest, and we have the best educational institutions, and we have the people in this room who are part of making the future. You see far decades ahead about the power of AI and what it can do. It transforms our ability to find innovative health cures and solutions. It changes our relationship between businesses and customers. It helps us figure out all kinds of solutions, and that is what is so exciting about AI, unfolding before ourselves right now. I am so excited about the investments that the state of New York is willing to make in this space as well. But also, let all your friends know this is the place to be as well. Now, there's a place called the West Coast. Okay, I won't say anything else, but I will quote a tech executive who said, and I paraphrase, the West Coast is where all your friends are, but all your business customers are in New York State. This is where you grow your business. This is where things are happening, the epicenter of not just tech and finance and marketing and fashion and Wall Street. We are also the semiconductor capital, and I'm saying it here, and you can just quote me on that, of the world, if not now, then soon to be, because we are the ones that are attracting the most brilliant businesses, the ones that are solving so many of today's problems. And one of our problems is that projects like semiconductors, manufacturers, it's happening overseas. That creates supply chain issues for us. That's why I say let's make them right here in the state of New York. That's why Micron is so important to us, and so many other industries that are now finding this is the place to prosper and to grow. But I also want to talk about something that we're doing here at SUNY. And we are talking about a couple of announcements I want to make today. First time ever, brand new collaboration between SUNY Albany and one of the titans of the tech world, and yes, I'm talking about 3 letters, IBM and SUNY are a powerhouse together. Let's unite them in pursuit of making sure that we are at the pinnacle of innovation when it comes to AI. Together, they'll form the Center for Emerging AI Systems. Got a great sound. Center for Emerging AI Systems. $20 million collaboration that'll power groundbreaking research. And there are so many discoveries just waiting to be found. And that's what this will do. It'll bring together the students and the faculty and the business all together toward one purpose. And also, SUNY is continuing their efforts by forming an AI research group that will be tasked with developing SUNY's AI strategy for years to come. They're going to be talking about how they can have thoughtful ways to integrate this technology. But there are some cautions. There are cautions. Now, I'm excited, as you can tell. I see great possibilities. I see something that this all leads to, which is the most important to me as the governor of New York, and that is more jobs being created. So people like my own family who started a tech business don't have to do it in another state like they did a generation ago, because this is the place to make things happen. But we also have to heed the warnings associated with AI. We can innovate the future, we can think about the future, but also let's talk about any potential downsides or harm, especially to our children who are on social media, who are on platforms so often, so many hours a day. Let's make sure as we're thinking about AI, we're also thinking about perhaps even your own children and your children's children someday, because we have to protect them and be smart about this. We have to make sure that we have ethical policies that are healthy for people, and make sure that all the pitfalls that were not foreseen with social media in the past are anticipated now and into the future. That's how we solve problems and think about the possibilities in ways that will protect our citizens as well. And that's why our SUNY's role is so pivotal. And having people gather here today to think about this, think about all the possibilities, the good and the bad. And if there's bad, let's anticipate, let's solve for it now before it becomes embedded in the systems. That's what I'm challenging all of you to do here today. So with our education, our focus on all this, there's no stopping us. There's no stopping us. And I'll happily be the governor of a place that convenes the best and brightest, as we're doing here today, a place we solve problems, and a place where we embrace the challenges of the future, not with fear or trepidation into the unknown, but we go into the galaxies of the unknown, because this is New York State, and that's what we've always done, and that's why our state is so incredibly exceptional. So thank you, everyone, for gathering here today, and thank you for what you're going to be doing in these rooms, and when you go back to your offices and back to your classrooms and back to your businesses. You are creating the future as we speak. Thank you very much, everyone.